When two identical twins marry each other and have children, could the children be identical twins?
The cause of birth of identical twins are still unknown. Something divides the fertilized egg during the cell division, so identical twins are genetically the same. Both fathers and mothers have the same genes, so according to the rule of dominant and recessive, it seems likely their babies could be identical. The dominant and recessive phenomenon related to sexual reproduction is when different genes coexist in a locus.
Locus. The position of a gene or mutation on a chromosome.
When there are dominant and recessive traits, the trait of the dominant gene appears as the phenotype.
Phenotype. The physical traits of the genes.
Generally, in plants and animals, genes are inherited from both of the parents and they have a pair in each phenotype. When the child inherits some type of gene, he or she have the genes as a homozygous.
Homozygous. A gene that has two identical alleles on the chromosome.
When the child inherits different types of gene, he or she have the gene as a heterozygous.
Heterozygous. A gene that has two different alleles on the chromosome.
But like blood type, AB, it's not neither homozygous nor heterozygous. There isn't recessive and dominant between blood type A and B. What you inherit is determined during meiosis.
Meiosis. The creation of sex cells.
Through the process of crossing over. Crossing over is the exchange of genes between alike alleles on a chromosome. Because of crossing over, chromosomes that go into the fertilized egg are chosen at random. So the probability of forming exactly the same fertilized egg is not zero but extremely low. There are 72 trillion zygotes possible.
Zygotes. The product of egg and sperm cells. Crossing over makes genetic diversity. Thanks to it, animals could adapt to a foreign environment that has pathogens and parasites and could survive. On top of all that, by the time the couples have kids, their epigenome is different. Epigenomes control how our genes are expressed. They do this with what we call epigenetic tags. Tags are added and removed throughout our lifetime based on our interaction with our environment and lifestyle. This is important because these tags can be heritable, adding another layer of differences between the two couples' kids. For example, twin 1 smokes and likes to tan. The exposure to these carcinogens,
Carcinogens, a substance or agent that causes cancer.
could cause her epigenome to change for the worse, resulting in an increased likelihood for cancer that could then be passed down to future children. Then take twin 2. She is stressed often and as a result overeats. This could cause her epigenome to develop a likelihood for heart disease that could then be passed down to her children. This shows how your lifestyle and environment could cause your epigenome to mutate and change and affect your future generations. So, would they be identical?
No, it's so incredibly unlikely. In reality, they will most likely end up looking as alike as siblings do.